So how can one single foreign policy connect protests happening in Iran with a strategic interest in, of all places, Greenland? I mean, they seem like they're worlds apart, right? But according to one Trump administration official, they're actually two sides of the very same coin. In this explainer, we're going to break down exactly how that perspective works.
Yeah, that's a pretty startling statement, to say the least. It reveals a foreign policy that's, well, let's just say it's assertive. But to really get the logic behind this potential move in the Arctic, we first need to travel thousands of miles away and look at the administration's stance on the protests in Iran.
Okay, so let's start with Iran. The officials' comments here really give us a window into how the administration is looking at these protests and, more importantly, what role they think the U.S. should be playing. And according to them, it all starts with a set of really big, overarching goals.
Now take a look at how these goals are framed. According to the official, this isn't just about reacting to things as they happen. It's presented as a really proactive vision to improve lives, to put a stop to these forever wars, and to inspire people to, and this is their phrase, take their country back.
And this right here, this was the post that kicked off the whole conversation, a really direct statement of support for the Iranian protesters. But you know, the one word in there that raises the biggest question is help. What does help actually look like in practice?
So this is where we see a kind of two-track approach. The preferred path, the one they'd rather take, is all about diplomacy, conversations, and peaceful frameworks. But the official made it crystal clear that just because it's preferred, it doesn't rule anything else out. The president, they said, has every tool in his tool chest and is prepared to do what is necessary.
Okay, now let's pivot and talk about Greenland. I know, on the surface, this feels totally unrelated to Iran. But as we're about to see, the administration's thinking here actually connects right back to those very same core principles we just talked about.
To really get the U.S. interest here, you have to appreciate the scale. We are talking about a massive territory, with a population smaller than a lot of mid-sized towns. So clearly, the focus isn't on the people, it's on something else entirely. And that something is a perceived geopolitical threat.
The official was super direct about this. The main reason for the U.S. interest is to stop Russia or China from getting a strategic foothold so close to North America. The whole move is framed as being preemptive, defensive.
And this, right here, is the core justification. The argument is actually pretty simple. Greenland's location makes it absolutely vital to U.S. national security. From this perspective, that geographical reality makes U.S. involvement not just an option, but a flat-out necessity.
But it's not just about immediate security concerns. The official also framed the long-term goal as creating lasting, positive change. The idea is to set up a stable situation so they don't have to deal with, and I'm quoting her here, the aftermath of a horrible situation down the line.
All right, so supporting protesters in Iran, making a strategic play for Greenland. How do these possibly fit together? Well, according to the official, they are two applications of the same America First framework.
So as it was defined in the interview, the America First agenda actually starts at home. The core belief is that foreign policy has to, first and foremost, improve the safety and quality of life for Americans. And that, they believe, is what ultimately helps improve global security.
You can almost see the logic laid out here in 3 steps. Step 1, it all starts with American safety. Step 2, the belief is that a secure America leads to a more secure world. And step 3, that logic is then used to justify foreign policy actions everywhere from Iran to Greenland.
And this quote, wow, it really captures the heart of this worldview. The official describes America's role on the world stage as this kind of heavy burden. It's both a curse and a blessing. America's own security is seen as completely tied up with the security of the entire planet.
So after seeing how this one framework is used to connect Iran and Greenland, it leaves us with a really fundamental question about how international relations work.
Think about it. When a country's own national security is the main reason for its actions in other countries, where exactly is the line between providing help and engaging in intervention? This framework really challenges us all to think about that very distinction and what it means for the rest of the world.